Okay, how's everybody doing this evening? I appreciate you watching this video. I hope you're having a really good day today. My name is Kent. The channel is EOS San Diego. We are the developers of the challenge application, of which I will speak of here in a little bit. But first of all, I want to talk a little bit about the markets. And I was personally hoping for a very good day today, a breakout day. It started out that way, but then it kind of slowed down a little bit. But still a pretty good day. I like to go to CoinGecko, which is where I'm at right now, and take a look at the markets. Bitcoin is up 0.6%, which is a good day for a day, 1 day, 24 hours. And then, of course, we've had a really good day with EOS being up 3.1%. So obviously a good day, but not the breakout day we've been looking for. The cryptos have been trading within a range, in a pretty narrow range for cryptocurrencies. I think of the years that I've been following cryptocurrencies, I've never really remembered a time where it's been this flat for so long. So something is going to happen. And of course, with all the background manipulations going on and all the things going on with the markets, the stock market, the crypto market, there's a lot of information out of China. It's really hard to predict what's going to happen. And I think at any time that somebody's making short-term predictions, they're really just guessing. And that's what I would be doing if I gave you, an up or a down as far as this market's concerned, because nobody knows. But I do know one thing: it's traded in a very narrow range for a very long period of time, which is very unusual. So usually when things are happening outside of the normal, then you can generally expect something drastic to happen in one way or another pretty quickly. So I would be looking for this market to go somewhere. And I'm hoping not lower. Possibility, but I would say a very good chance it's going to break out much higher. Like I say, today I thought would be a day that would break out higher. But we could be going lower. And like I say, anybody, and I don't care who they are, right now would be just guessing, because we are in uncharted waters. We're in times where no one really knows, with everything going on around the world, how this is going to play out. And of course, I believe that the deception, which is taking place in our world today, isn't in the cryptocurrencies. The cryptocurrencies are really probably the most objective place we can find stability, because obviously we have a digital currency that is very transparent, that is we know exactly how many there are available and out there yet to be mined and that have been mined. So this is, to me, the stable part of the economy, the part of the economy that really is, in my mind, unstable and hard to predict. Even more hard to predict in the cryptos over the long period of time would be like the stock market, which obviously, to me, with what's going on with the stock market, isn't reflective of what is happening in the world today. This is like an altered reality going on in the stock market. I mean, you got the Dow up, you got the Nasdaq up, you got the S&P 500 up, you've got all this stuff going up. When there really isn't anything in the world right now that you could base that on. I mean, it's a very unstable time with COVID-19. COVID-19, we don't even know where it's going. I mean, it's basically shut down the world for the last 3 or 4 months, and now they're talking about reoccurrences. This stuff could come back, but yet the stock market continues to be very good and continue to set records and be higher. So why in the world would the stock market be doing so bad, so well, in at times of so much uncertainty? This is the deception as far as our world's concerned, and this is what I'm saying. I mean, the real world is really taking place in that stable part of the world, not in the part of the world that everybody is thinking is going on as usual. In fact, even I see this right here. I'm not even going to click on the guy because I don't want to read his stuff. But Buffett's back in the market. I guess he's taking a position in some, I think it's I don't even know. I think it's in some mining, some gas stock or something like that. I don't even watch what the guy does anymore. He's completely out of touch with reality, with his thinking and what he's saying and what he does. So I don't think he should be covered in the news. I think Warren Buffett, even though he's made a lot of money, he's had plenty of years over the years for people to give him all his fame and fortune and everything that, he's been on all these shows and everybody's treated him like, he's some sort of god. But as far as I'm concerned, his day's gone. It's over with. He shouldn't be covered anymore. He's not a good predictor of what's going on. He completely ignores technology, which should tell you right there that the guy's time is over with and has been long since passed. So whatever Warren Buffett says shouldn't even be covered in the news as far as I'm concerned. But the cryptocurrency is like I say, the part of the market that I feel is where everything's going, and not the deceptive part of the world. Those are the people out there like the Peter Schiffs and the Warren Buffetts and the Charlie Mungers who will say this Bitcoin thing is just artificial. It's just zeros and ones. It can be created on the computer. It's just a bunch of rat poison or whatever else they call it. That's the deceptive part of the world. That's the deception that's going on in the world, including all the other things that we get shoved down our throat every day. That there's a job out there for everybody. That if you go to school, that your schooling is going to it's going to take you to a position where you'll have some sort of future in the world. This is the deceptive part of the world. Anytime somebody starts talking about jobs, I just shut them down. I don't even listen, because the concept of a job where you go work for a company, you stay there long enough to where you retire there, and then the company gives you some sort of an existence by having a pension or contributing to a stock plan or giving you something so that someday you'll be able to retire and live from all the work that giving your life to this company. That concept is long since gone, and we still get that shoved down our throat every single day. Just like we get shoved down our throat every single day that you need to go to college and get an education. That's the deceptive part of the world. The part of the world that's not deceptive is the part of the world where technology, which is gaining bigger and bigger and bigger, more control over the economy, that's helping to streamline things so things run smoother. That's where the jobs are at. That's where things are happening. That's the real economy, not this other part of the, whatever's going on. In fact, I watch YouTube videos all the time of the people that are quitting their jobs with companies, corporations, and starting YouTube channels. They're quitting their government jobs and they're starting YouTube channels. They're quitting the job that they've had for 20 years, built up some sort of 401k, and they're starting e-commerce businesses. That's the new world that we're going into, not the world that you hear all the time on CNBC and Bloomberg and all the other stuff with the jobs forecast and who's hiring and who's not hiring. These companies aren't hiring. It's a big joke. They're not hiring and they're not going to hire. So time people cover that and they cover the inflation and they cover the jobs and all the other stuff, that's deception. That's the deceptive part of the world. This is the deceptive part of the world right here. The Dow Jones Industrial's going up when we actually have a reoccurrence of COVID. The Dow Jones Industrial's going up when most of these companies don't even know that probably their earnings have been, ridiculously, off the chart, never this low before. And now all of a sudden we've got record stock prices. The only reason this is happening is because they don't want panic. Whoever is propping this up, Federal Reserve, whoever propping this up, just doesn't want panic. They don't want everybody to go and try and bring back their money, because if they bring back their money, they know everybody will know that it's all been built on a house of cards and it really doesn't exist. So this is the deceptive part, not to make people panic, just to let people go down the merry little road, continue to go to the colleges and universities and keep them going, continuing to believe that they're going to go out there and they're going to get that big job that's going to take care of them. That's the deceptive part of the world. The part of the world that's not deceptive is the part where people are starting to understand today's economy and the day's world and the day's jobs and the way things are working, and that you really do need to take control of your own future and your own destiny. And the way to do that is through technology. If it's starting a YouTube channel, if it's becoming somebody that's active on social media, if it's learning how to program and how to create online, that is the part of the world that I think people need to be focused on, and not continue to buy into this world, this artificial world of what I was taught when I was a kid, and I think they've been teaching ever since, is to go get an education and get a job. So anyway, that's what's really going on in the world today. And like I say, hopefully people are starting to get that. I think a lot of younger people are starting to get that. Like I say, I see YouTubers popping up all over YouTube today that are talking about quitting their good job, even working for Google and Apple and companies like that, to do something online. If it's e-commerce or if it's a YouTube channel, if it's just being in social media and creating some stream of income by being online and interacting with people around the world. Just like we're doing with the challenge application. We're creating a community that's a worldwide community from people all over the world that we are working with and following our projects and stuff like that. And we didn't find a job to do that. We created that out of nothing. We created that out of just coming up with an idea and finding a platform to do that on, which is the EOS blockchain. And when we discovered this and understood the potential, that's what we've put our work into. That's what we've decided to do. And like I say, my career is pretty much coming to an end. My son's got a long career ahead of him, and this is where he'll spend his future is in the blockchain, in working online, working with developing ideas. And streamlining ideas through the blockchain and through working on cryptocurrencies and different things like that. So that to me is where the future's at. Not buying Apple stock or Citigroup or General Electric or Google or Microsoft and or working for a company and then having them match your input with whatever they're going to give you in your 401k. Those days are not working, and they won't work. If you want to take that course that everybody's been telling you to take for years and years and years, the dollar will be worth less and less and less as time goes on, and whatever you earn becomes the devaluation of it will not keep up with what your needs are as far as what it's going to cost to live in the future for your living expenses. This kind of an investment won't keep up, so you won't be able to survive because of the way the things are structured today. So anyway, hopefully we'll see a turnaround, a little bit more of a momentum tomorrow. Like I say, I'm hoping for this to take off. I'm hoping for some real gains here in the future. I haven't seen things this stagnant for quite some time. So like I say, when things are very flat, very normal for too long, you're going to expect some changes to come about very, very soon. So that's what we're looking for. I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much.